Gigsaliers alongside Scotty Turnbull now for the call as we introduce your next heat on deck. Championship Tour surfer S.Moniz, who'd find a bunch of points here last year to ramp himself up that year-end qualifying series numbers, takes on C.Martin, De Vries and J.Lawler will have his second surf of the morning.
The early results.
Yeah, good one for Leandro Osana getting the advancing second place slot. Here we go. Finally, the first wave of the encounter here. It is the round of 96 if you're just with us. This is Narrabeen's J.Lawler, who won't engage a final turn on that particular. Two surfers to get to their feet. One of them, S.Moniz, now in the Championship Tour in 2019, my apologies. And this man here, C.Martin's always up for a good fight. Here is your surfer from Guadeloupe, surfs under the French flag. C.Martin looking very energized in 2019. We've seen C.Martin campaigning pretty hard already again this year with a couple of fair results.
We're going to stick with the guys in this heat. It looks like a rare left-hander sort of coming through from the left of screen. I'm sure S.Moniz will make me look silly and take off on the right, and this is what he does here. A Championship Tour competitor. He's coming from behind this section here. Just a little caught up in the speed there. Does really well to ride through that one. You see the head throw, saying, I wish I could have kept going a bit further, but not a bad little opener. C.Martin got a 3.83 for his first one.
Like the big wave and try to do like a strong turn. My first wave, I start the heat like a little bit close the rocks, and then like I have a look at the waves coming in front of my, and then...
This is C.Martin though.
Yeah, man. This is the replay of Charlie's wave. This is the 4.5.
And then I stay like a little bit more in the middle of the beat, and I have a look like to come like the bomb, and I do like two big turns, and I'm really happy.
Well, it was the bomb and you exploded on it. It's not your first time in South Africa. You also did really well in Vicba. And yeah, this is the sixth that you were talking about from Seth. Look at that big, nice opening carve, and then another swoop, and we can imagine a big finish. Nice lip turn there. Another little wrap. And projecting for the big finish. And here we go. Slams the oncoming section. This is live now. This is J.Lawler off the bottom, off the top.
So Geordie just getting a little caught behind that one there.
Yep.
As we see, looks like a bigger set pushing through on the bank.
It makes things comfortable when you're on the road. And
well, speaking of close to home, De Vries just up the road from Schlunga Rocks. He wants to show what he's made of, and lovely little tail drift flare there. I can hear the crowd out on the beach cheering nice and loud. He's going to want something else. You can see him stalling on the tail, looking down the line, and he wants to finish this off strong. A lovely little fin ditch, and he's still got a bit more. Beautiful. All right, so the crowd really liking that one there. So De Vries, he's felt a lot of pressure of this event in the past. So I'm just watching. This is J.Lawler out of Narrabeen. Comes around, lovely squared up hit, and really cooks it on that turn. So that's a good start. Gets nice and vert again, and just falls in a hole that wasn't there 3 seconds ago. So the end section was already there anyway, so not too big a deal, but that'll be better for Geordie. And I was just watching him. He was sitting on the inside of the other guys. He did have fourth priority. Interesting story. So big shout out to Skip McCullum. Hopefully his fortunes turn, and his boy Manny Salmon does him proud and continues on through the draw. And Etan Osborne too missed his flight, so that's why he's not here. C.Martin, he doesn't care about that story. He cares about a nice little hook on the inside. He's going to tear this guy's head off here. Lovely little big hit. So much speed on that bottom turn.
Just slams himself into that inside tube.
The comic tube closeout. Yeah. S.Moniz, but down the beach really smartly. These two under priority. J.Lawler, he's going to try and find one here. Little backhand tube. Tries to thread the eye of the needle, but that thing clamps on him.
Of course, in the days, the conditions, as we see red up and riding here, this is Seth.
He's been waiting a while for this one, S.Moniz, and look at that little fin ditch there. And it just gets thrown over the falls for his effort. So we'll put that down to the wave 1, Seth 0 for that one. As we see J.Lawler here, he's going to keep rolling the dice. That's his strategy.
Yeah, he's going to pick up the scraps here.
Squares straight up on his backhand. Lovely compressed style. Swooping. And upside down to that last one, puts everything into it because he knew it was only a smaller wave and he hadn't done a whole lot more beforehand. 2.17 is his low. He's trying to ditch on, looking for a 5.4 to advance.
Yeah, only looking for a 2.73 for that advancement position. But look at our current heat leader, S.Moniz, taking off on this one.
Can't help but get excited. Swoops around that section. Was going to do a big turn, but knew that wave was running off on him, so had to keep moving. That's a lovely little fin ditch. You know, he loves flaring that one out. Lovely control. Not a whole lot of power in that wave. You could kind of see it in his body language. Let's have a look at that one of Seth's again.
Yeah, it just runs down the bank. I really like how he kept his speed going on this wave. That wasn't a full rail wrap. I mean, he could see down the line and projected down the line. And most of these turns, you can see he kind of just wanted to get down the line and get the job done.
Berwick is now. Let's see what Berwick did here.
Okay, he's off the bottom, off the top, hammers the foam there, expecting a big turn there, and there it is. Drifts the tail a little bit, swoops it back into the foam, and then, ever importantly, finishes it. And you can see that elation. Geordie up and riding now on the backhand.
J.Lawler, he's got a better one here. Squares this one. Look at that upside down, and he just gets back onto that hillside rail so quickly.
I cannot believe how tight this guy gets on the
Yeah,
pocket.
it tweaks that last section just to accentuate it. So J.Lawler, 3.77 for his last one, so slightly improves. I expect that one to go even better. Pulled apart again.
Right, so gets up on his feet. Little check turn. Now he looks at the section, sets up with a float. Again, just projecting down the line. Here we go. This is the business part. Straight up into the lip, make that twice, and then even gets this third finish in. Kapow! Great surfing there. My neck's out there like a turtle.
Just for the point of argument's sake, I'm going to say he's coming just under, just purely because of the size of the wave, but I've been wrong many times before. Charlie Martin, he's looking for a 5.08. Body language telling the story there. He waited a while with that priority, so now what for Charlie Martin? Well, that's all she wrote, unfortunately, for our Hawaiian S.Moniz. He will bow out, as will Charlie Martin, so not a big one for Seth because he'll be making his way in a week's time down to J-Bay. This would have been just a tune-up event for him. As you said, doing really well on that championship tour, but massive congratulations to the Australian surfer and, of course, the other advancing surfer there.